Alright guys, last part of the series, we're going to end this series with doubles event, men's double, women's double and mixed double. So if you haven't watched, I recommend to watch from the part 1 so you can understand what is the paper that we are reviewing about. Alright, let's talk about match duration in doubles event. Let's start with men's double. In 2-game matches, men's double play on average is about 34 minutes, but it can be anywhere from 27 to 41 minutes. But for rubber set, on average, they play about 61 minutes, but they can be anywhere from 51 to 71 minutes. For mixed double, they are about similar like men's double, whereas they play on average is about 32 minutes, but they can be anywhere from 25 to 40 minutes. Same goes for their 3-game matches, where on average they play for about 59 minutes, and it can be anywhere from 50 to 69 minutes. But for women's double, okay, this is a different beast. Alright, for 2-game matches, for straight set, they play about, on average, about 36 minutes. But it can be anywhere from 25 to 47 minutes. And for their 3-game matches, on average, they play about 67 minutes. And it can be from 53 minutes all the way up to 82 minutes. It's based on the 2018 BWF World Championship. But we're all aware in some competition, some of these women's doubles athletes play more longer than that. That's a crazy statistics there. Now let's move on to the match statistics. I'm going to group men's double and mixed double together because their data is about similar. We talk about percentage of real-time play. Men's double and mixed double is about 22% roughly. For women's double, it's about 33%. So from there, we can see that the real-time play for women's double is the highest compared to all disciplines in badminton. So for example, we discussed it before, for every 30 minutes, for men's and women's single, they play about 9 minutes. But for men's double and mixed double, they play about 6.6 minutes. But for women's double, they play for 9.9 minutes. So there is a difference there. Let's say for every discipline play 90 minutes of match. Men's single and women's single roughly play about 27 minutes of real-time play, whereas for men's double and mixed double, they play about 19.8 minutes. But for women's double, they play about 29.7 minutes. So the total match duration that they actually play is longer than across all the disciplines. Let's talk about rally and rest time. For men's double and mixed double, about 6 seconds on average of rally time, whereas their rest time is about 20-ish something. But for women's double, their rally time is about 11 seconds. But the funny thing is, their rest time also similar like every other discipline. Imagine you play longer, but your rest time is similar. Imagine I do 1 court run, but you do 2 or 3 court runs, but we rest about the same time and then we do it again. So the amount of work is more in women's double compared to the rest of discipline. Okay, look at this data in terms of shots per game. For men's double, on average it's about 357, but they can go up to 441 shots per game. If they go all the way to the final, they can have about 2,642 shots for the whole competition. And for mixed double, on average, they have about 311 shots per game, but it can go all the way up to 373 shots per game. But if they go all the way to the final, it can accumulate all the way up to 2,383 shots. Okay, now let's talk about women's double. On average, they can have a total shots of 497 shots per game, but it can go all the way up to 640 shots per game. If they go all the way to the final, it can go all the way up to 3,879 shots, almost 4,000 shots for the whole competition. If they go back-to-back competition, maybe 3 to 4 competition in that particular month, imagine the stress and the demands required to play at the highest level. It's insane. And if you talk about shots per rally, for mixed double it's about 8 shots per rally, and for men's double it's about 9 shots. For women's double, average is 13.71 shots per rally. That means on average their rally is longer than most other disciplines. For shot frequency, for men's double is about 1.52 shots per second, whereas for mixed double is about 1.44 shots per second. That is really fast. Those two are the fastest compared to other disciplines. Mixed and men's double, you need to be really fast in terms of anticipation, seeing the shuttle very fast. For women's double, it's about 1.25 shots per second. This data alone, I think we can roughly say that women's double tend to play longer rally, but for men's double and mixed double tend to play shorter but fast rally. In the discussion, the researchers were explaining that why mixed double is faster compared to men's single. They say that it's because of the court coverage enhanced because of the 4 players in the court rather than 2 players in the court. It leads to shuttle being hit earlier by the players, resulting in more attacking style with higher shot frequency and shorter rallies compared to men's single. But this is not applicable to women's double, whereas there are still 4 players in the court, 2 versus 2, but they tend to play longer rally, they tend to have longer match duration, and they also have lower shot frequency. This is based on the researcher, so don't come at me. I'm going to quote them. Maximum speed of female players attacking strokes is lower than that of male players, yet their defensive skills are comparable to those of men. Matches are often returned in women's double and resulting in the longer rally. Regardless of this discipline, if you want to play badminton at the highest level, you need to be crazy fit and crazy fast. I'm not saying that men's single you don't have to be really fit. Women's double you don't have to be really fast. You have to play longer rally. No, at the highest level everything is important. But of course there are differences that distinguish them into their own unique discipline. Women's double is crazy. You play longer rally, longer match duration. You have more shots per game. That means there are more stress demands on your body compared to other discipline. But the rest times, on average, is about the same. So the work density must be higher. So now we have a lot of data from singles and doubles. So knowing this, I think badminton coach can create a specific plan to tackle on these issues. In general, doubles players should focus more on the higher feeding rates compared to singles discipline. More than 60% of the rally in men's double and mixed double is less than 6 seconds. There should be a training that focuses on the serve and return in doubles training. And for women's double, obviously there is a need to focus on longer rally regularly in their training regime. So that's all for this series. We know there are differences among these disciplines. And as I said before, if you want to play at the highest level in badminton, everyone have to be crazy fit and crazy fast, right? There's no other way around it. But of course, there will be a need on special attention when you specialize in one of the discipline. For women's double, you need to focus on longer rallies, more endurance to withstand the longer rallies and the longer match duration. For men's double and mixed double, there is a special need to focus on the faster reaction, faster anticipation, faster movement in the court. For the single department, of course you need everything as well, because there's no one for you to rely on at the court. It's all you. So hopefully you guys learned something from this research paper, because I did, and I hope that we can take lesson from this and improve our training to our athletes. So that's all for this series. I will let you guys know what is the next series in the next few days. Alright, bye bye.